To all the martial arts before us, knee, right. Us!
Us!
Let's say card. Knee right.
Us!
Udachi Adams, knee, right.
Us!
Everybody up?
This is called Saison. We're sitting in Saison. No big deal. If you can't get in this stance, no problem. We can bow in like this if you have to.
If you can't get down at all, you can bow in like this. Us?
Us.
Yard! Us! Come to ski. Hit! Face punch. Hit! Hit! Center. Hit! Hit! Down. Hit! Hit! Yame!
Us.
Alright, so now we're doing punches. Alright, do the face punch. The face punch is right between the eyes. Center punch is right into the solar plex. Downward punch, and it's aimed to go right below the belt to break off the pelvis bone. So it's a death blow, gonna make you take the wind out of you, and that's gonna break off the pelvis bone. Now on these punches, there's styles that will pop and they'll stop right there. This is their target. I want our target back here. So when we punch, I'm not just aiming here. When I'm punching, I'm going back here. This is where I want to be. Same way with the solar plex. I'm not stopping here. I want to go all the way through. Us. Same way with the downward punch. You look concerned, John. You look really concerned. I'm not stopping here. I'm going through. Us. Okay, now on punches, why do we punch this way? Are we going to punch this way out in the street? Maybe, maybe not. This is just building muscle memory, okay? I'm just going to do something simple. Us. Okay? Now, if I may hesitate, our goal is here is we want to strike first, strike hard, and strike repeatedly. Us. So all your punches is not necessarily going to be set in stone like that, but it does train muscle memory. You've got plenty of stories I could tell you about muscle memory, but we're not getting into all that. But the report is, as we're moving around, muscle memory is teaching us to throw these punches. Key is these two knuckles. You're not punching with these here. You're punching with these two knuckles. Us?
Us.
Is when we're punching, we're not staying tight. You remember how Bruce Lee said, "Be like water, my friend"? That is true. And you want to be like water, and you want to crash. Water can flow and water can crash. So we are staying loose. When I'm staying loose, and my hand even's going to be loose. But when I make this punch, I'm throwing this punch, and I'm staying loose. I'm loose. I'm loose. I'm loose, and I'm on impact is when I snap. Bam! I'm pulling all the energy out of the ground into my body, up, out, and I'm putting it all out in this one arm to finish this punch. Us. Now there are several ways to train, and that we train in karate. We train for sparring, and we train for out on the street. And that's where some of these punches are coming in when you want to be taught to do it right. Now, if we're sparring each other, we're not going to nail each other between the eyes. We're going to try not to hit each other right in the solar plex. These are very dangerous blows. So we'll just contact head, chest, or body. It's a totally different world. Like MMA fighters. You can't beat them. They are great. And I watch UFC all the time. But there's different training. You train MMA and you train for the street. And we do that here. We train to spar and we train for the street. Because out on the street it's going to be different. Us. Now we're going to do a front kick. Us. Hitch. Hitch. So a front kick's really easy to do. You're just going to come up, you're going to go out, and come back, and down. That's all front kick. So you're like, I don't have balance. Well, on balance, think center. Us? We think center. We come up, we go center. Extend our leg out, we come back, and come back down. And some of y'all like, I can't do all that, so I can't take karate. Yes, you can take karate. Anybody can take karate. You modify. Let me tell you something about karate. Years and years and many years ago when karate was first developed, nobody trained the same, okay? The sensei did not train this person the same as this person because their body types are different, so they had to modify their training. When it got, how I say, public size or politicized or whatever, and they started really forming katas, they wanted to make a one uniform thing, and that's where katas came out, and everybody's doing it the same way. But when it first originated, that's not how it was. And so we try to go back to some of the old school. Yes, we have our katas and we do them all the same way, but we can modify our stances. If one person has a bad knee and they can't quite get into a wide stance, we'll just let them get into a slot stance. They can't quite get that leg all the way out there, then they don't have to get their leg out there. They'll just kick here, that's fine. You just get that body in motion. Because here's the thing, sitting around the house not doing nothing is no good. Your body's going to deteriorate, your muscle's going to deteriorate. A body in motion stays in motion. The side kick. So, and John?
The bottom line is that the karate is for everybody. Anybody can do it. The biggest challenge is just get here. That's the biggest step. So if you just make that first step and get here, we'll take care of the rest for you. We'll teach you and train you and modify it. So don't think about what you can't do. We'll focus on what you can do.
That's right. Hits! Y'all know. All right, so that's the end of a kata. And you're thinking, why do we do katas? Well, it's good for your mind and memory. Again, it builds muscle memory, but you're actually using moves. Us? Okay, are you going to do a kata out in the street? Not necessarily, but you might. And pretty much sometimes you will, okay? Because, go to that stance up here. This move here does. Okay, so that's what you learn to do. Why you do katas is learning muscle memory, and it's you're fighting an imaginary opponent. Okay, so go to our YouTube channel, First 29 Martial Arts. We got katas posted. Try to learn something. Okay, we got the blocks on there, and coming up soon sometime we'll do a video on just punches. Okay, so go check that channel out, First 29 Martial Arts on YouTube, and you can see some of these katas and try to follow along. We put some in slow motion, just try to follow along and learn these katas. Even if you don't want to come to class, I mean, it's good exercise. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sweating, I'm hot.
Good.
And we're gonna do some more before we get out of here. All right, well, thanks for joining us.